Hi to everyone. My name is Nurul Aisyah binti Abdullah. My metric number is 271922. Okay, the first presentation I will present about introduction of income zakat. According to Islam, income zakat stems from the nation of zakat al-ma al-mustafa or zakat on property acquisition. The idea of al-ma al-mustafa refers to the need to pay zakat on any property purchased as a result of effort without any process of a chain or self-chain. In other words, it is obtained for the own reasons such as salary, wages, allowance, gift, and other income. According to the website, income zakat also refers to the earning zakat, which include wage income as well as income based on the income of professional or those with high status in organization or occupation. This debate also includes the occupation of property that does not have its own zakat sruto, as well as donation from any party. All of them are examined at the same time due to the basic communities that reside in the same law for all of them.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Najiha binti Zulkifli. My metric number 270598. So, related to our case study, I will share two type income of zakat. First of all, zakat al-mal al-mustafad. So, what is zakat al-mal al-mustafad? It means obligating zakat on any property acquired from the result of effort without any exchange process. In short, it is obtained for its own reasons such as salary, wages, allowance, gift, and others. It will also be obtained from reward from a job or service performed. There is evidence in Al-Quran that explains about the zakat in Surah Al-Baqarah. According to this proposition, it is clear that the income or income allocated from oneself must pay zakat, but it must reach the haul and nisab that has been set. Secondly, zakat al-hawaj al-asliyah. This type of zakat is related with basic needs for a person in daily life. Al-Shatibi defined this type of zakat as something that relies hardship in one's distress. Furthermore, others views mention that this type of zakat is required by himself and all his dependents, consisting of clothing, shelter, maids, and paying debts. As we know, have a several issue in income of zakat. The first one, issue of haul. The issue of haul is an important issue in paying zakat. There are some scholars who think that zakat on income is obligatory through its haul, which means a year. However, Al-Qaradawi disagrees with that opinion. Al-Qaradawi argues that income zakat can continue to be issued or paid after receiving it, even if it is not enough haul. This is because if an individual is obligated to pay zakat after enough haul, it will be burden the zakat payer. Secondly, issue of nisab. Al-Qaradawi argues that zakat on income must be paid by 2.5%. Receipt of salary and income are different according to the current situation. Al-Qaradawi has put forward two alternatives in solving this problem. His views are used as a guide because he is a well-known Islamic intellectual today. He is also produced many works involving the field of fiqh, morality, Islamic movement, and so on. Apart of that, he is also used as a reference in resolving current situation involving aspect of worship, transaction, and issue related to the fiqh of zakat. The first alternative is the nisab will be taken into account starting at the time the individual or employer earns their income or salary. Therefore, in this first alternative, an individual can pay zakat if the nisab is sufficient. This is ordinated with individuals who have a large income or salary, such as professional and so on. Secondly, the nisab will be determined after collecting the entire salary as in a year. Al-Qaradawi is of the view that zakat on agricultural produce can be included even if it is from a different type of crop or different crop place. Crop yields will be collected to achieve the specified nisab rate. Therefore, this alternative can be used in the explanation of income zakat where paying zakat after sufficient nisab is determined.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day everyone. My name is Nijila binti Jimla and I will explain about the zakat calculation for our selected respondent. Our first respondent is Miss Azari Zawati binti Ismail. She is 39 years old, running a small business namely Nasi Kerabu Sedap Cik Siti located in Kota Baru, Kelantan. Usually, her business has a gross income at 17,000 per month after subtraction from the business expenditure and personal expense. It has a balance of Rm 4,300 as for the net income per month. Determining the calculation of zakat on income to be paid by individual, we must know the current nisab rate implemented in the particular state. Because of Miss Azari is run her business in the state of Kelantan, so we must refer the nisab rate implemented in Kelantan. According to the Islamic Religious Council and Malay Custom of Kelantan, MAIK, the current nisab rate in 2021 for the state of Kelantan is Rm 20,520 ringgit. Is the details of Miss Azari's total income and expenditure. In the calculation of zakat on income, there are some expenses that are allowed to be deducted from the gross income, such as expense for self, wife, children, gifts to parents, and other dependents such as disabled siblings. A person also given an exemption if he has saving in Tabung Haji and EPF. In the situation of Miss Azari, the deduction involved in her income include the business expense and personal expense. For business expense, it includes the shop bills and payment for the employee salaries, totaling Rm 107,400 ringgit per year. For personal expense, it includes electricity and water bills, house appliance, house rent payment, and gift to mother and siblings with disabilities, totaling Rm 199,733 ringgit. To calculate the amount of zakatable income, we must subtract the total expense from the gross income. So, the amount of Miss Azari zakatable income is Rm 50,400 ringgit. Since the amount of income that need to be zakated is more than current nisab, it means Miss Azari has an obligation to pay zakat. To calculate the amount of zakat to be paid, we should multiply the income to be zakated with 2.5%. As a result, Miss Azari has to pay Rm 1,260 ringgit per year. If Miss Azari would like to pay zakat monthly, we should divide the amount of zakat to be paid yearly by 12. Then we will get the amount of zakat to be paid monthly, which is Rm 105 ringgit.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Humaira binti Azman Nur with a metric number 272911. Today I'm going to talk about zakat calculation on Muhammad Shahrul Nizam bin Mat Sharil. Mr. Shahrul, 27 years old, working as a factory worker at the Kilang Sawit, Felda Bukit Mandi, Pahang. Mr. Shahrul has a monthly salary at 1,440 ringgit and he is receiving annual gross income at 17,280 ringgit. Mr. Shahrul's source of income are consisted of basic pay as well as the allowance from company. In determining the amount of zakat to be paid by individual, we must acknowledgeable about the current nisab implemented by particular state where the individual earn his income. The value of current nisab in the state of Pahang is 20,204.37. Table 2 show the source of income and reduction from Mr. Shahrul income. Basic pay per month 1,301.09. Per year 15,690.08. Allowance per month 138 ringgit and 91 cent. Per year 1,666.72 cent. 92 cent. Total gross income per month is 1,440 ringgit. Per year 17,280 ringgit. Reduction car monthly payment per month 585 ringgit. Per year 7,020 ringgit. ASB per month ringgit. Per year, 2,184 ringgit. Personal insurance. Per month, 30 ringgit. Per year, 360 ringgit. House appliance. Per month, 300 ringgit. Per year, 3,600 ringgit. Others expenses per month is 100 and per year 1,200 ringgit. Total reduction for per month is 1,197 ringgit. Per year 14,364 ringgit. The method of calculating the zakatable income in all states in Malaysia is same, which is by deducting the hard kifayah expenses from the gross income. So, the calculation of amount to income to be zakated from Mr. Shahrul income are as shown below. 17,280 ringgit minus 14,364 ringgit equal 2,916 ringgit. Since the amount of Mr. Shahrul's zakatable income is less than the value of current nisab in his state, he is not obligated to pay zakat. It is because in the religion of Islam does not focus on the zakat collected, but also considers the ability of Muslims to make a living. Well-being, Mr. Shahrul is in the less affluent category. Instead of paying zakat, he may be categorized as eligible to receive zakat.
For the conclusion, zakat is not only important to the recipient but also to the payer of the zakat or individual who are obligated to the pay zakat. This is because zakat payer need to take into account their basic need first. It is clear here that the background of the zakat payer determine whether it is obligatory or not for a person to pay zakat. That's all from our group. Thank you.